Hello, everybody. It is I, Darian Gonzalez.
And it's me, Unique.
Tell me, do you mind if I ask a question? Would you mind? I'd like to learn more. You tell me right, 'cause you've got something in that school that I'm dying to know. Would you mind? Do you mind?
Yeah. Do you mind if somebody speak their mind? Giving you the tea so you might just get surprised. Could get out of pocket cause we're looking for some change. Altering your scope to give you better range. Some can't swallow the truth so they gurgle. We smart and quirky like Urkel. Do you mind real talk and not just chatter? Then come and join the fam and let's talk about what matters.
Tell me, do you mind if I ask a question? Would you mind? I'd like to learn more. You tell me right, 'cause you've got something in that school that I'm dying to know. Would you mind? Do you mind?
I hate not having. Do you mind that there's never gonna be an outline? Like, we're just gonna talk to you. I saw somebody post something and it was like you guys are normalizing plus size people, which is normalizing being unhealthy. Like, no,
Not what I mean.
yeah, like not at all. Like, not really. What's looking healthy?
If you're correlating skinny to healthy, think about these crackheads, baby.
Right.
Oh.
Eating disorders too. Like, just those are mental disorders. I've had the most health problems ever after I lost most of my weight. Honestly.
Yeah.
I never got sick. I never actually got the flu or anything. My allergies came up after I lost my weight.
Interesting. I don't know. Part of me, I always said I don't believe in allergies. And in reality, it's because I didn't want to allow myself to become susceptible because the power of the mind is so real.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I just like choose delusion in some instances where I'm like, I could be on fire and be like, I'm fine. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that can like subside the pain, but it won't subside the injury from occurring.
Yeah, like
you know
the
what I
actual
mean?
effects of what's happening.
Yeah, the people that don't have the receptors to feel pain.
Yeah.
Pain is like necessary to have because it allows our body to know that we're being injured.
Right.
And so these bitches just that like they could get hit by a bus and keep walking, but they're literally like bleeding out.
Like
inside.
bleeding out.
Yeah.
That's
And they will not
insane.
know it until they're dead type of vibe.
Yep. I don't remember what show it was. It had to be like Grey's Anatomy or something.
Period.
Where there was a little girl, she didn't feel pain, so like her friends like were like doing bets, like taking hits on her, like little kids. Oh, like my friend, you can hit her with a bat and she doesn't react, like type shit. Yeah. And since they were little kids, like they're playing, like they're literally just throwing bets out. Like, so the little girl was getting hit with the bat nonstop. She had internal bleeding. She couldn't feel it. Like literally that episode literally is exactly
so
what
crazy.
is you're saying.
Like,
Like, and it's so crazy because the girl's just like in denial, like, but I can't feel anything.
She's
so
like,
there's
I'm
no way y'all
good.
are telling me. No, for real.
She's like, you're hitting me?
Sorry, this is not funny.
No.
Do you mind?
Listen to your body.
Yes.
Working out is always good, but if you're tired, in pain, I know like being sore is like a sign of like muscle growth and stuff like that. Like, and then push yourself a little bit because you need that, but then like really allow for that rest. Potassium, electrolytes. Yeah, these are like scientific proven nutrients that actually do affect the body. So just keep that in mind. I just love when other people are happy. Like, you know, like the people that exist that literally crave others' misery.
You know what I mean? So like if you ever feel like you have some type of resentment and you're able to communicate that with your parents, you need to say it. I feel like that's
And even if you don't feel like
so
you're
necessary.
able to, become able to.
Yes. My parents, I did not like their reaction when I told them like how I felt about like how I grew up and what all the stuff that I felt like I was done wrong as a child. I feel like there's something like when you talk about stuff that
Almost
was
like
done to
accusatory?
you, yes, they take it that way, but that's not what it was. It's not even an accusation. It's my experience. Like,
Period.
I'm not accusing you of anything.
You ate that.
Yeah, I feel like that's where me and my parents actually came to an agreement, and like me and my parents are super close now. We talk to each other about everything. I don't feel scared to tell my parents anything, and that comes down to like that conversation that was had, and me having to clear that up because I feel like that's how they took it at first. And,
because it's that defense mechanism.
like once I passed like 18, 19, I stopped really doing it, like because I kind of realized how detrimental it could be to like my relationships, because I like that's when I started building my own relationships, you know. But like lying, like just like not wanting to tell people what they don't want to hear. And like not even lying, like just lying about anything, like literally just people pleasing. Like I will lie before I tell you something you don't want to hear. Like that was my problem. Like if I thought I was gonna be any kind of like negative pushback from it, I wasn't gonna. There was gonna be some type of way for me to get around. Overcompensating can be beneficial, but negative as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Darian is definitely like a problem solver, so I can already in my dreams. It's like if Darian's there, usually we figure a way out of whatever situation. It's usually some crazy ass shit. But it's a good situation. Me and Darian's dreams. I wish I had all the text screenshots saved of like, oh my god, I had a dream about us, or I had a dream about.
Most of it had to have been voice messages because I go off.
Oh yeah, you do. Right when you wake up, so you don't forget it. Sometimes
I be wailing on anything that tries me, bitch. Demons, bitches, witches, you name it, bitch. Yeah. Gonna do bitch.
Not in just Darian dreams either. Don't try this.
You pulled out this book.
Yes, because I actually forgot. I'm like, you're asking me if I wrote anything. Girl, this is the subtle art of not giving a fuck. We suffer for the simple reason that suffering is biologically useful. It is nature's preferred agent for inspiring change. We have evolved to always live with a certain degree of dissatisfaction and insecurity because it's the mildly dissatisfied and insecure creature that's going to do the most work to innovate and survive. Crazy fucking work. So when I read that, I wrote a note. It says, I would have never thought that dissatisfaction played a key role in evolution, but it genuinely plays a huge role when you think of when you think of it in this context.
For sure.
And it's so crazy because it's like, for me, this made me think of like mind control. Like I don't know if that's the first thing that came.
No, the first thing that came into my mind was Hamilton. You'll never be satisfied.
I'm dead. No, they did say satisfaction like 80 times in that one paragraph.
I'm like, I'll never be satisfied. Get into like,
so pretty much I said mind control because I feel like, so it's specifically the last sentence. It's the mildly dissatisfied and insecure creature that's going to do the most work to innovate and survive.
Notice that it says innovate because innovation means to build off of something. So they're not even inventing something, useless bitches.
Period. It's
right. No, innovating's great. I'm just kidding. Innovating's great.
Pretty much I brought this up because it makes me think of how I feel like the overall mass media keep us down so we can work so hard. They literally, he said it. It's like literally science, it's evolution. It's something that they've literally studied. This is psychology. Like dissatisfaction and insecurity is what drives us.
And it's true.
Never happy. Consumerism. There's always something else. There's always something more expensive we could get. We got a Telfar, next is a Gucci bag. We got a Gucci bag, next is a Mugler. Like there's something else. There's always something else. And like, I feel like that's really something that really woke me up when I was reading this. I was like, what do I want? Is it what everybody else wants? Is it what they're telling me I want? Or is it what I want?
And that's why I feel like I practice gratitude at such an extreme, because it's like when you're really grateful for what you have, you don't really like, you're not like obsessing over what you don't have. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, I have so much already. Like, and you really do. Even like a bum in the corner like has so much. You know what they have? A life. That they can always, I mean, not easily, but they can turn around. You know what I'm sure? And a lot of it comes with the help of other people too. You can give help to others, like even if it's not a lot. Even if it's not a lot, like I do my best to like help out when I can, for sure. Just give me a call and sometimes and I know I mean it when I say that, but like me, I would never actually like call somebody. Like if I ever do, I'm literally apologizing the entire time for even calling.
That's a coping mechanism that I definitely want to work on, Darian.
You mind that I like to suffer in silence?
That's so real. It's so real.
Period.
What were we even talking? How do we get here? I love this shit.
You never be satisfied. A definition.
Cogent. Clear, logical, and convincing.
I'm quite cogent.
Yes.
Period.
I think Darian is probably one of the most persuasive people I've ever fucking met.
You think? Can I persuade bitches to stop being stupid whores?
I don't know about that much. This one says positive self-help stuff can be toxic as it puts a major focus on the things we lack. Only focusing on things like affirmations can be almost counterproductive, is what I said. Okay. This book is very much opinionated. I don't agree with everything. That's what I'm saying. Like he is very much against like the toxic positivity movement. The whole like look in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful every day. It's gonna change your life. He's so against it. He talks about it a lot in this book, and he thinks that it's very much just mass media throwing another trend at you.
I feel like that does matter because at the end of the day, if you're not telling yourself you're beautiful, you have this whole world telling you that you have so many things to change about yourself to be beautiful. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, it's not even that you're trying to convince yourself. at least it shouldn't be. Like the right way to do it is to remind yourself that you are beautiful the way you are. You don't need to change things unless obviously you want to.
It says, ironically, this fixation on the positive, on what's better, what's superior, only serves to remind us over and over again of what we are not, of what we lack, and of what we should have been but failed to be. After all, no truly happy person feels the need to stand in front of a mirror and recite that she's happy. She just is.
That example,
yeah,
true. That's what it is.
That one example.
Hell yeah, obviously a bitch that's happy doesn't need to be like, yeah, I'm happy. But bitch, I like to look at myself and I'm like, damn, bitch, I look good as fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's true.
So it's like, I really feel like with that example, he ate it up. But if you throw something else in there, it's like, no, actually, but you tried it.
And I think it's really nice to read this book because I feel like when these toxic positivity movies come up, it's like, and they don't work for you. Stuff like this kind of makes you feel like you're almost like
broken.
Yes.
I mean, but you have to realize that not everything's going to work for you just because it works for other people. That's just something you need to understand.
Yep. Nothing is actually more disheartening to me when I talk to somebody and they're so surface level that I can't connect with them. That is really uncomfortable.
What does surface level look like to you?
I give an example of maybe like a hardship that's going on in the world and they're so surface level they're not taking into consideration all the context maybe. So let's say like we'll bring up war and they're like, yeah, but the money we spend. And I'm like, yeah, but the lives. And they're like, but the money we spend.
The money we spend on what?
War.
That
exactly.
we purposely go out of the way to do.
That's not surface level.
Period. That's
the problem. People don't think like that.
Oh, okay.
So you ever talk to somebody and it's like they want to talk about something deep and they can't get into it because they don't have the
mental
it's
capacity.
Almost it's almost like they lack the ability to critically think.
Retract. Let's take a step back and let's move forward. Okay.
And this is what's so dangerous about a society that coddles itself more and more from the inevitable discomforts of life. We lose the benefits of experiencing healthy doses of pain and a loss that disconnects us from the reality of the world around us. Society in which pain is not something felt and experienced, but more rather dealt with and put away.
I'm like, you're saying all these words and it's literally going
in and out the other.
I'm like, catch it.
That's literally the only way I can learn. That's crazy.
I'm a visual learner.
That sucks. I can listen to like an audiobook and be fine. Like that's how I can take in all that information.
I think I'm very well versed. But when it's like memorize it, no, because like I can like remember a conversation because I'm looking at you while you're talking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like right now I'm kind of like,
oh yeah,
I'm trying to listen only, and I'm not catching it.
That's a neurodivergent thing. I think that's so funny to just repeat things back. I do that all the time to my friends. They'll say something funny and I'm like,
I almost do it in an annoying way, and it's like it's almost purposefully. Like you just tell me, like let's say you'd be like, can you grab me that? But like, I'm gonna grab you this right now.
That's your love language though. If Darian loves you, you're gonna get that shit. No, for real. Period. For real. I feel like people who aren't that close to you don't get that.
They don't get it
because they're not gonna
and they're like, bitch, I just said that.
Yeah, you're not gonna
understand. I'm just like hard to understand, and that's why so many people love and hate me. They're like, how do I feel about this bitch? Like,
I'm fucking dead.
I'd be so nervous to hang out with new people. I'm like, they're just not gonna get me. I'm such an outcast.
You know, I never really know what to say when I'm gonna introduce you to somebody too. Like when I'm like, oh, my friend Darian's coming over. Like I'm always like, you'll see Darian when Darian gets here. Like that's literally what I say. Because like I don't have anything to like. Darian's so like you don't have to say anything. Like I never introduced Darian to somebody that they didn't love Darian. Like they always loved Darian. Period.
Ow. In front of Audrey.
I know.
Behind the doors.
And I dare these bitches to try to not like me in front of Darian.
No, quite.
Good luck.
They knew better. That's really what it is. They're like, damn, I can't talk shit the way I want. Because you know, there's so many fake bitches like that. Like they'll be like smiling to your face and then I feel like
damn,
I was just thinking about that. I think it was earlier today. You ever been like in a workforce and it's like a work team pretty much, and they'll be like talking to like one bitch whatever, and then they'll like go in to you and then talk about the bitch they were just hanging out with, and then you're like, okay, so maybe they're not friends anymore, and they're literally hanging out like they weren't just dragging their name through the fucking dirt.
I like to give chances to people that I feel you can feel it in your soul when someone deserves to be around you again. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody could talk their shit, they can say whatever. If I feel like they deserve it, if I feel like we've came to a resolution, everybody could fuck off. I'm gonna be okay with you. That's I get to fuck with whoever I get to fuck with.
It's true.
It doesn't matter who's around me.
And that's why I don't drag people for going back with their exes and stuff like that.
Me too. You do what you do. Like,
Period.
I get it.
And it's also none of your business. You know what I mean?
Nope.
You don't know what conversations they had on the low.
But yeah, no, I do get it that too though. It's different when what Darian's talking about though. Like when you guys wouldn't even dare to say what you're gonna say to somebody else, and then like
at least
not
say
even,
it to them.
Yeah, like
because like I'm the type of bitch that will talk my shit to you, and then I may go say something to someone else. I don't usually always. So honestly, I rarely talk shit.
Darian, if Darian talks shit to you, he talks shit to you, and he probably won't even tell me, which is crazy because I feel like Darian's very private, like period, point blank. Like best friends or not, like. If Darian doesn't feel like it's my business to know, I'm not gonna know about it. And I feel like that's something I can really respect about Darian, because I know what I tell him is not going to be in anybody else's ear. Yeah. Stuff like that is like hard to find. I feel like sometimes it's even like without intention.
I feel like people it's normalized. That's why too, like, and it comes down to like
normalize this, right?
It's being a leader or not a follower. Like, it's so easy to be like, oh, but everybody else does it, so I'm just gonna do it too. Bitch, if everybody else does it and you don't like it, you don't have to be a part of everybody else.
No.
You do not need to fit in. They need to fit in with you, baby. You know, back in the day, like basketball, football, I could not get that ball in that hoop. I still low-key can't to this day, but I'm really good at defense.
That's
now.
One of the only sports I cannot. I'm really bad at basketball. It actually really bothers me.
I feel like it's math, and I'm good at math. Like, bitch, why am I giving you this velocity and this angle with this throw, and you decide to not go in the fucking hoop? Like, please stop fucking with me. And in football, I wasn't good at that either. I was just being like a cute girl on the side. You know what I mean? Like, very much like, let me just watch them. Because it also looked like too much work, bitch. Too much. I would be sitting there acting like I was texting, bitch, texting nobody, bitch. I remember this one time, I was like, somebody was like, damn, you text fast. And I was like, and it was somebody mad cute too. Like, he talks to me. No, I was such a cringy little bitch. When I look back at it, I'm like, you are so cringe.
Freshman year to like junior, I'm just like, oh, cringe. Who are you? You didn't know who you were.
Period. Yeah. I feel like I was figuring it out, but in a really good way. I feel like, because it was eating.
You know what I felt like really for me when I look back on it, and I was like, wow, we really grew into ourselves and like what we wanted to look like and who we are. Our prom pictures. Audrey didn't show no skin. I had a long sleeve black dress, no slit.
Bitch, I know you were sweating in that.
I was literally disgusting. My makeup was melted off an hour in. It was literally gross. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, literally, I look back and I'm like, I barely like to have clothes on. Period. Regardless of my weight back then. So I don't know what was going on. I didn't know. I
was damn near naked, actually. Like, I had everything see-through. I came in with a robe on, covering myself. I thought I was giving Snow White, bitch. I walked in there giving the bitch with the apple. Her heels department would have been over.
You would have ate down with the heels. Ugh. You didn't wear heels?
I wore like booties. That was like my introduction to heels. It took me a while. You know what's crazy? It's like things like I used to say I would never wear makeup. Ended up wearing makeup.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, and then there was another gay kid in the school, and he was like, "You should get a belly button ring." I was like, no, that's not me. Like, I would never. It would not look good on me. Get the belly button ring.
I'll never forget the first time I saw Darian in a crop top. I was walking on the 3rd floor of our high school. I was like, and we literally went like this, and it was like a movie. It was like, woof. Like literally in slow motion. No, because y'all don't understand. Like, you don't have to. You had to be so fucking brave. You don't understand how brave you had to be. Like, I remember we had debate class. We were arguing whether or not gay marriage should be legal. Gay marriage became legal when we were juniors in high school. Like, it was so taboo to be a bad bitch like that, walking through the halls, flowery, like flowy crop top on, and like jeans, and I could see his stomach, and I was like, oh, he looks so good. Like, I haven't seen him dressed like that yet, and me and Darian weren't that close yet at the time. Oh my god, you look so good. I'll never forget. I remember everyone was like literally like a show. Like, Darian walked down the highway, and everyone was like Mean Girls, like when Lindsay walked down the hallway and everyone's like literally, like, that's the energy it gave, bitch. No, bitch, I wish you saw like high school through my eyes. Like, I swear, that would have been crazy.
I'm telling you, the whole movie. This was around the time where I was self-centered to, I don't know if it was a good degree or not. I feel like now I'm back at a self-centered degree, more positively. But I was definitely like, I was just so caught up with life, like, overwhelmingly caught up with life, that like I don't even know what existence was.
I think a lot of that had to do with like back to Darian's like defense mechanism. Like genuinely, like Darian was really working all the time, and I was too. Like I remember Darian being like just like me. Like we would get out of school, McDonald's till the close, and then we would go home and go to school again. Like that shit was so crazy. Like we would get out at like 10:30 because we couldn't be there past 11, whatever, and then we would go to school 6-7 hours later, like and do the same thing over and over again. And then we had musical rehearsals, and we would still work. Like I don't know how we did anything. Like
to wrap up the show, I definitely want to talk about how the world is ours, and multiple
me.
The world is ours in multiple aspects. Like, you know, not just saying like the world is yours. Like, you know, do what you want, blah 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 blah, all that inspirational shit. I mean, like literally, like in a non-possessive way. Like the world is our home. This planet will and can do without. No, can and could. Not will, unless we don't get our shit together, live without us. If we don't treat this home with respect, you need to start treating the planet like it was your actual house that you're living in. Clean up after yourself. Like, you need to start treating this home as if it was where you slept, because at the end of the day, what's your house on? The earth, bitch. You don't have to possess something to care for something. You know, like, possessiveness is scary sometimes. Like, obviously it's okay to have something and like feel like you can call it yours, even though it's existential and it's not really like yours. It's just a material thing. In a way, if you want to have possessiveness, use it in a beneficial way for the entire world. If you feel like you need to feel like you're in possession of the world, then care for it a little more. If that is what it will take, do it. And people want to think global warming is not real, girl. So then what's with the sea level rising? What's with the ice caps melting? Okay. And pollution is disgustingly real. And it's like, you know what's so sad? It's like, because we could get rid of it and not worry about where it ends up. But it's like, imagine how much trash you've thrown away in your lifetime.
And it's all in the ocean.
All in the ocean. And a lot of that can be recyclable and what's the word? Like avoided. Natural compost packaging that's like happening now and stuff like that. But people don't want to do compost because that leads to animals. You need to understand that biodiversity is important. And it's like, I understand not wanting to get attacked by a raccoon, but like, they need to eat too. They need to live too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you literally took its home and smashed it and built bricks on it. So please be considerate.
And you need to also understand that, again, this is a planet. It's a world. Like, I get it. We want to own the property. We want to like, because trust me, I feel like that when there's a spider in my room. Bitch, you gotta go.
Get the fuck out.
No shade.
No, for real.
No shade. I don't kill it though. I just get it out the house.
Yeah. I be telling it kills the bugs in the house too sometimes. If I know there's a fly, I'm leaving the spider alone.
Period.
High key. I just know it's gonna do what I need it to do.
Exactly.
There's just some things that just make sense. And I feel like little things like that is a great way to put it in perspective. And you know what's crazy?
They don't attack me. Yeah, you may get a spider bite, but it's actually very uncommon.
It's so rare, and it's so rare that a spider bite would even leave a mark or give you a bite, just like a mosquito. Mosquitoes leave a worse mark than a spider could ever, and they're barely poisonous around here.
Try to be kinder to spiders, because honestly, we need those hoes.
And bees.
And bees.
Please don't kill bees. I've seen people kill bees.
I used to be evil.
I'm terrified of them, and I don't.
But
kill them.
I've made my amends with them.
I got stung for the first time last year, and I can see why people hate them.
Shit hurt really bad. I literally never gotten stung, but I've killed so many.
I didn't until last year, and it was really, really painful. It was probably one of the worst pains I've ever felt in my life.
That's kind of hard.
I'm telling you, that's probably why people hate me. I don't recommend it. I don't wish that shit on my worst enemy. Worst thing I've ever felt.
Oh my god.
Worst thing I've ever felt. I've messed up my knee.
Did you ever take out the stinger?
Yeah, I had to, or it gets infected. If we pushed it out, it was right here in the back too.
Oh, so that's probably why it hurt.
No, it was. It hurts regardless. But
how did that bitch even get
She was on the back of my shoe when I walked. I must have went like this.
So you probably stung yourself.
No, she got scared. Yeah, and that shit stung me.
Love the planet, love the earth. You don't own it, but it's your home.
Yeah, so take care of it
as much as you can. The way the trash system is implemented, it's like damn near impossible to dismantle, because there's too many people with trash, because there's too many products that require trash.
Big business. I feel like no one's really thinking about it like that, but we create less trash. We take money away from people who are making money, and
they make
trash.
money. They make money, good money, because bitch,
oh my god, the people that own dumps,
bitch,
the disposal companies.
I almost threw up with a truck. went to the gas station, bitch, and a dumpster truck, like, bitch, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, why are you even next to me, bitch? I'm not getting paid to smell that shit, bitch. Long story short, thank you to the people that are making that money to do the job that I don't want to. We actually really got to figure something out. Now that I think about it, because like that's a system that's only gonna lead to our demise. Like capitalism. But anyways, we love you guys so much.
Love ya.
We do love this country, although we drag it
every single time. Do you mind
like
that we're not that patriotic?
Yeah, you know. But
Patriotism.
USA. Bye.